Bloom News Brief. More info at fullandbloom.com. In a recent interview with Guitar World magazine, Megadeth's Dave Mustaine talked about his influence on Metallica and offered his thoughts on how Kirk Hammett tackled his guitar parts. A purchase link for the latest issue of Guitar World can be found in the description. On Metallica, Mustaine said, "Metallica got a big head start, and they did so on the back of what I helped create. They became one of the biggest bands in the world, and here's one of the biggest bands wasting their breath trying to discredit me by saying Dave's not a good guitar player. Excuse me? What the fuck did you say? I think I wrote many of the songs that made you famous, so you should probably recheck that bullshit statement. For a guy who couldn't play guitar, I sure did fucking influence things. In the early days, I was the only guitar player in the band and wrote some of the songs that ended up on their earlier records. On James Hetfield, we had one guy named Brad Parker, whose real name was Damian Phillips. He showed up with an oversized feather earring. We did one show and that was the end of him. And that was why we ended up having James play guitar. Early on, James was terrified to talk to the crowd. And I would look at him and say, "Talk, man, get up there and fucking talk." But James didn't do it. He stayed in the background, and he's the fucking singer. So I, the guy who can't play guitar, went up to the mic and started talking. On Kirk Hammett, if we look at the things I played, I guess Kirk Hammett did a noble job of trying. He took a swing, but I ask my guitar players for a bit more than taking a swing. When they're doing a previous guitar player's solo, I ask them to do it right and pay tribute. That's how you honor it. When you go into an established song and don't do the solo right, that's a problem. During a 2008 interview with Music Radar, Kirk Hammett talked about the recording of Metallica's Kill 'Em All and how the band's manager, Johnny Z, insisted that Hammett recreate Mustaine's solos. He said, "You know you have to play Dave's solos." I said I didn't really want to. He said, "Then why don't you take the opening to every solo so that people think that they're Dave's solos and then you could go somewhere else with them." As a 20-year-old kid put in a position like that, you don't really want to rock the boat too much, especially being the new kid in town. So I said sure. I took the first 4 bars of most of the solos and changed them. When I changed them, it was always for the better and everyone liked it. To listen to a comparison of the guitar solos, click the link in the description. More news at fullandbloom.com.